Some people are born to mark history. While some legends have made our childhood even today, we loved them. The period is known as the Golden Age of Hollywood, which emerged during the 1930s to 1960s. The most iconic stars in cinematic history were generated. Golden Age Hollywood is another memory, but do you know some brightest stars are still shining today? These stars' larger-than-life personality traits, timeless performances, and unforgettable screen presence helped them define an era that now still captivating the viewers. While many of these legends have sadly passed on, some remain with us, still active in the entertainment world or living out their legacy in peace. Here we celebrate 25 Golden Age actors still alive, who not only live on but inspire the next generations with their ageless talent and contributions to films. Let's see these long-lasting icons, whose charm, charisma, and talent continue to shine brightly. Karen Marsh. She is one of the last surviving actors from Hollywood's Golden Age at the age of 105. She was born on April 6, 1919. And did you know she is the only known surviving member of the cast of The Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind? Karen Marshall is an American former stage and screen actress and dancer specializing in modern dance and tap. Karen Marsh also refers to an actress who appeared in Gone with the Wind, Navajo Kid, Secrets of a Sorority Girl, and other films. She also wrote an award-winning autobiography called Hollywood's Babe, Dancing Through Oz. She is notable as one of Judy Garland's stand-ins in The Wizard of Oz in 1939 and Ziegfeld Girl. She is one of the last surviving actors from the Golden Age of Hollywood. From 1937 until 1948, Marsh appeared in motion pictures with Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, including a small, uncredited part in Gone with the Wind. She became a dance instructor in 1956. On July 12, 1949, Vera Ellen Marsh survived the crash of Standard Airlines Flight 897R near Chatsworth, California. Despite nearly losing her left foot and being told she might never dance again, Marsh recovered through dedicated exercise and resumed her dancing career. In 1947, Marsh was named Miss Sky Lady of 1947 and began appearing in fewer films to focus on her new interest in dance. Eva Marie Saint. Eva Marie Saint turned 100 on July 4, 2024. She is the oldest surviving Academy Award-winning star and one of a handful of surviving icons from Hollywood's Golden Age. The actress has seemingly spent her entire life in the film world. She was born in 1924 and acted in classics, including in 1955 with Marlon Brando in On the Waterfront, which earned her an Academy Award. She was also on the Alfred Hitchcock thriller, North by Northwest, and received an Emmy for her work on the miniseries People Like Us. Saint appeared alongside Bob Hope in That Certain Feeling in 1956, for which she received $50,000. She was then offered $100,000 to star in the lavish Civil War epic Raintree County with Elizabeth Taylor and Montgomery Clift. Saint's career has crossed generations. She voices over, most recently taking the part of Katara for 6 episodes of Nickelodeon's The Legend of Korra series. Dick Van Dyke. Dick Van Dyke is 98 years old today. He was born in 1925 and is one of the rare iconic faces of the 1960s television. But even then, he had begun several years before it. He was delighted to be performing on stage shows, which he would soon follow with radio shows in the 1940s. He made his TV appearances in the next decade, and finally, his big break came in 1961, The Dick Van Dyke Show on CBS. In 2024, Van Dyke won a Daytime Emmy for his guest role in Days of Our Lives, becoming the oldest person to ever win a Daytime Emmy. Van Dyke has won 4 Primetime Emmys, including one in 1977 for Van Dyke and Company, and several for acting in The Dick Van Dyke Show. Van Dyke is now sober alcoholic, and he went into a hospital for 3 weeks in 1972 for treatment of his addiction and was a heavy smoker up to that. In the interview published in the Daily Telegraph in January 2013, he recalled that he had been chewing Nicorette gum for a decade. In an April 2013 interview, Van Dyke revealed that for 7 years, he had had a powerfully debilitating neurological disorder, a throbbing in his head whenever he lay down, and after running a battery of tests, the doctor said they could only call it situs inversion without being able to diagnose him accurately. He had to cancel scheduled appearances owing to fatigue from lack of sleep because of his medical condition. In May 2013, he tweeted that it seemed his titanium dental implants may be responsible. Mel Brooks. Born on June 28, 1926, in Brooklyn, New York, Mel Brooks is one of the most endearing and influential comedians and entertainers ever. She is now 98 years old. An impressive span of over 70 years within his career welcomes him among the comedy legends due to his sharp wit, terrific timing, and timeless, often satirical works that have sent audiences into euphoria all around the world. He completed his first years in the 1950s, working as a writer and comedian for writers and television productions like Your Show of Shows with Sid Caesar. Brooks is famous for the spoofs of different film genres that he made, such as Blazing Saddles in 1974, History of the World, Part 1 in 1981, Silent Movie in 1976, Young Frankenstein in 1974, and Robin Hood, Men in Tights. Brooks is one known to possess the kind of sharp wit and genius that no one can ever hope to match. He has initiated and been associated with television and theater in situ, and throughout his career won an Oscar, a Grammy, an Emmy, and a Tony, which has made him one of the few individuals to achieve EGOT status. Brooks' work has had an influence on many comedians and filmmakers, with him now being a considered legend. Nancy Olson. Nancy Olson is an American actress aged over 96. She was born on July 14, 1928, but she rose to fame during the golden age of Hollywood. Beautiful, graceful, and an accomplished actress, she is one of the most remembered leading ladies of the 1950s and early 1960s. She acted in several iconic films and collaborated with some of the biggest stars and directors of the time, making her an indelible mark on Hollywood. She was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in Sunset Boulevard. She co-starred with William Holden in 4 films and later appeared in The Absent-Minded Professor. Olson's career, although slowed down in the later years, kept her active within the Hollywood community and remained a respected figure in entertainment. She is a treasure to cinema and an enduring charm that has kept her dear to the hearts of all classic movie lovers. Olson's legacy as one of the golden age actresses who are still alive is celebrated and is an important part of Hollywood history, especially with her iconic roles, particularly on Sunset Boulevard, which is considered one of the greatest films of all time. June Lockhart. June Lockhart is now 97 years old. Born in June 1925, she is an American retired actress who began a film career in the 1930s and 1940s in such films as A Christmas Carol and Meet Me in St. Louis. She acted primarily in the 1950s and 1960s television, and with performances on stage and in film. On 2 television series, Lassie and Lost in Space, she played mother roles. Lockhart also portrayed Dr. Janet Craig on the CBS television sitcom Petticoat Junction. She is a 2-time Emmy Award nominee and a Tony Award winner. With a career spanning nearly 90 years, Lockhart is one of the last surviving actors from the golden age of Hollywood. An interesting fact about her is that she has 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, one for her work in television and another for her contributions to theater, highlighting her versatility as an actress. Lockhart has remained a beloved figure in Hollywood, participating in events celebrating the legacy of her shows. Ray Anthony. Ray Anthony was born Raymond Antonini on January 20th, 1922. He is an American retired bandleader, trumpeter, songwriter, and actor. He is the last living member of the Glenn Miller Orchestra. Currently, he is 102 years old and living in the USA. In 1953, Anthony and his orchestra were featured when Helen O'Connell and Bob Eberly headlined a summer replacement program for Perry Como's CBS television show. Anthony was considered one of the most modern big band leaders. In the lyrics to Opus 1, which imagine a number of players all performing the song, he is cited along with Les Brown and his band of renown. Anthony became the last living member of Glenn Miller's band when trombonist Nat Peck died in 2015. He is the oldest person still alive to have reached the United Kingdom Top 20 singles chart. He reached this milestone when Dame Vera Lynn passed away in 2020. His later works tended to break away from the big band jazz style of his earlier days, ranging from MOR and lounge music to blues, film, and television themes. Elizabeth Waldo. Elizabeth Ann Waldo was born on June 18, 1918, in Tacoma, Washington, to Jane Althea Blodgett, a singer trained at the Boston Conservatory of Music, and Benjamin Franklin Waldo, a descendant of Ralph Waldo Emerson. She and her younger sister, actress Janet Waldo, were raised in Yakima. She is now 106 years old. All-American Youth Orchestra, Waldo made her home in Southern California, where she played as a first violinist with the Los Angeles Philharmonic for one season. Waldo began scoring film soundtracks in the early 1970s. During the 1980s, she became interested in the music of China and formed an ensemble that helped introduce Chinese music and dance for the Los Angeles Unified School District. In 1940, conductor Leopold Stokowski invited Waldo to join the newly formed All-American Youth Orchestra. They toured South America in 1940 and then North America in 1941 before disbanding when the U.S. entered World War II. It was on these tours that Waldo's interest in musical archaeology grew, and she began collecting pre-Columbian instruments. Paul Dooley. Paul Dooley was born on February 22, 1928. He is an American character actor, writer, and comedian. He is now 96 years old. Known for his roles in Breaking Away, Popeye, 16 Candles, Strange Brew, and many Christopher Guest mockumentaries. He co-created the PBS children's show, The Electric Company. Dooley was born Paul Brown on February 22, 1928, in Parkersburg, West Virginia, the son of Ruth Irene, a homemaker, and Pete James Brown, a factory worker. He said that Parkersburg had few attractions that interested him, as there were not many cultural opportunities. He enjoyed listening to comedians on the radio, especially Jimmy Durante. Dooley was a cartoonist as a youth and drew a strip for a local paper in Parkersburg. In 1946, he joined the United States Navy and served for 2 years before returning home and graduating from West Virginia University in 1952. He worked with Robert Altman regularly and is known as a prolific journeyman character actor. After Altman saw Dooley in the Jules Feiffer comedy Hold Me, he signed him for a role in his film A Wedding. He and Altman co-wrote the film Health, Marian Ross. Marian Ross is a 96-year-old American actress. Her best-known role is that of Marion Cunningham on the ABC television sitcom Happy Days, on which she starred from 1974 to 1984, and for which she received 2 Primetime Emmy Award nominations. Before her success on Happy Days, Ross appeared in a variety of film roles, appearing in The Glenn Miller Story, Sabrina, and Lust for Life. She was also twice nominated successively in 1992 and 1993 for the Primetime Emmy Award for her performance on the CBS television comedy drama Brooklyn Bridge, and later netted another Emmy nomination, her 5th and last, in 1999 for a 2-episode appearance on the popular CBS drama Touched by an Angel. In April 2011, Ross learned of a Happy Days-themed casino machine that used her image. In response, she, Aaron Moran, Don Most, Anson Williams, and the estate of Tom Bosley filed a $10 million lawsuit against Paramount, claiming they had not been paid for merchandising revenue. In July 2012, the lawsuit was settled, with each actor receiving a payment of $65,000 and CBS promising to honor the terms of their contracts. Robert Wagner. Acting in over 100 films and making his appearances in hundreds of television shows, Robert Wagner is one of the most well-known stars in the entertainment industry, just turning 95 now. Whether you know him from With a Song in My Heart in 1952, The Pink Panther in 1963, or It Takes a Thief from 1968 to 1970, you have most certainly seen his face on your screen in his 70-plus-year career. Robert has been in the public eye since the 1950s, making headlines for his professional and personal life. He has won the People's Choice Award for Favorite Actor in a new TV series. Wagner was first seen with actress Natalie Wood in 1956, and they soon fell in love and got married in 1957. The celebrity couple struggled to keep a healthy marriage and divorced in 1962. Wagner went on to get remarried. He had a child and again filed for divorce. Following his second failed marriage, he reconnected with Wood and they remarried in 1972 and had 2 children. On November 29, 1981, Wood's body was discovered floating about a mile from their yacht during a trip to Santa Catalina Island. Wagner became a person of interest in the mysterious death of his wife, John Astin. John Astin was born on March 30, 1930, in Baltimore, Maryland. He is now 95 of his age. Astin is an iconic actor and director best known for his legendary portrayal of Gomez Addams in the 1960s TV series, The Addams Family. With a career spanning over 6 decades, Astin has showcased his versatile talents across comedy, drama, voice acting, and theater. Astin's acting journey began in his youth, studying at UCLA and performing in various New York theater productions. His big break came in 1964 when he was cast as the quirky, passionate Gomez Addams. Though The Addams Family ran for just 2 seasons, Astin's portrayal became a pop culture phenomenon, and he continued to voice Gomez in animated adaptations. Astin's personal life includes 2 marriages, including to actress Patty Duke, with whom he had actor Sean Astin, known for his role in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Though he stepped back from acting in recent years, Astin's legacy as Gomez Addams and his contributions to entertainment remain cherished, especially by Addams Family fans. Marla Gibbs. The entertainment industry is lucky to catch Marla Gibbs's cheeky spirit and sardonic wit. Who could ever forget her iconic role as the wisecracking housemaid Florence Johnston? She entered the 70s scene with a bang and hadn't left since, 5 decades later. He is now close to a century of her age. In 1963, Gibbs relocated to Los Angeles to recuperate from an ulcer and began working as a reservations agent for United Airlines. She first acted in local Los Angeles black theater before she got her first acting job in the early 1970s in the blaxploitation films Sweet Jesus, Preacher Man, and Black Belt Jones. She worked at CBS during the day and then left for her second job where she worked the night shift. When the series became an established success, CBS requested that she take a leave of absence from her United job. Gibbs's performance in the series garnered her 5 nominations for a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series and 1 nomination for a Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actress, Series, Miniseries, or Television Film. Over the years, Gibbs channeled her versatility into many things as a comedian, writer, and producer. The Emmy-nominated veteran appeared on screen, first in films like Black Belt Jones and Preacher Man, before she started working on TV in the groundbreaking CBS show The Jeffersons. Her increasing fame eventually landed her, the sitcom 227, which she hosted for 5 seasons. In 2021, the actress finally earned her star on the Walk of Fame for her achievements in television, Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman is one of the most acclaimed actors of his generation, known for his incredible versatility. He is now 95 years old, but with a career spanning over 6 decades, Hackman has portrayed a diverse range of characters, earning 2 Academy Awards, a BAFTA, and a Golden Globe, among other honors. Hackman's early life was marked by struggle. Raised by his mother and stepfather after his parents' divorce, he dropped out of high school and enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps at 16. After his service, he pursued acting, studying at the University of Illinois and Pasadena Playhouse. His Hollywood journey began with small roles, but his big break came in 1967 with Bonnie and Clyde, where his portrayal of Buck Barrow earned him an Academy Award nomination. Gene Hackman's legacy is defined by his ability to transform into characters from all walks of life, his naturalistic style, and his commanding presence. Though he has retired from acting, Hackman remains one of the greatest actors in cinematic history. Tippi Hedren. Turning 95 years old, Tippi Hedren became famous for her role in the famous Alfred Hitchcock movie The Birds in 1963. The thriller helped her make her mark on Hollywood, and the actress hasn't stopped since. She's still in films to this day. Hedren achieved great praise for her work in two of his films, including the suspense thriller The Birds, for which she won a Golden Globe Award for New Star of the Year, and the psychological drama Marnie. She performed in over 80 films and television shows, including Charlie Chaplin's final film, A Countess from Hong Kong, the political satire Citizen Ruth, and the existential comedy I Heart Huckabees. Among other honors, her contributions to world cinema have been recognized with the Jules Verne Award and a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Hedren's strong commitment to animal rescue began in 1969, while she was shooting 2 films in Africa and was introduced to the plight of African lions. In an attempt to raise awareness for wildlife, she spent over a decade bringing Roar in 1981 to the screen. In 1961, after 7 years of marriage to the actor Peter Griffith, Hedren divorced and returned to California with her daughter Melanie and rented an expensive home in Sherman Oaks. She later said, "I thought I could continue my career as it had been in New York. I thought everything would be just fine, and it wasn't. So I thought, well, I don't type. What shall I do?" Clint Eastwood. Clinton Eastwood, Jr. was born May 31, 1930. He will turn 95 in May 2025. Eastwood is an American actor and film director. The Mule is a film that Clint Eastwood starred and directed in, which was released in 2018. It was the actor's 72nd credited role. Although it was the first film he acted in 4 years, the actor doesn't show any signs of stopping his passion anytime soon. In May 1954, Eastwood made his first real audition for 6 Bridges to Cross, but was rejected by Joseph Pevney. After many unsuccessful auditions, he was eventually given a minor role by director Jack Arnold in Revenge of the Creature, a sequel to the recently released Creature from the Black Lagoon. After achieving success in the Western TV series Rawhide, Eastwood rose to international fame with his role as the Man with No Name in Sergio Leone's Dollars trilogy of spaghetti westerns during the mid-1960s, and as anti-hero cop Harry Callahan in the 5 Dirty Harry films throughout the 1970s and 1980s. These roles, among others, have made Eastwood an enduring cultural icon of masculinity. Elected in 1986, Eastwood served for 2 years as the mayor of Carmel by the Sea, California. Rita Moreno. Rita Moreno was born on December 11, 1931, in Humacao, Puerto Rico. She is 94 years old now. Moreno is a living legend, having been active in her career for over 7 decades. She is a trailblazer in Hollywood, being one of the very few performers to achieve EGOT, which means an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. Moreno started as a professional dancer at age 9. Her early roles often confined her to stereotypes, but her breakthrough came with West Side Story, 1961, where she dazzled as Anita, earning an Academy Award. Despite industry challenges, she reinvented herself, taking diverse roles that showcased her depth, such as in Carnal Knowledge, 1971, and The Electric Company, 1971, which won her a Grammy. Once she said, "Bigger than life is not difficult for me. I am bigger than life." It was her famous line, "It is very important that women of this country be made aware of the dangers of osteoporosis in the sense that it is a silent and invisible disease with no symptoms whatsoever." Her Oscar acceptance speech, she said, "I can't believe it. Good Lord. I'll leave you with that." Joanne Trimier. Woodward. Joanne Woodward is one of the most attractive women in the world, and now she is turning 95. Joanne is amongst the few survivors from the golden age of Hollywood. She was born in Thomasville, Georgia, and her birth date is February 27, 1930. She was born in a time when the world was going through a Great Depression, and she was given birth to be a star. She was in the headlines during the 1950s and since then has been worshipped by fans around the globe in films as well as television. In 1957, she won the Oscar Award for Best Actress portraying a beautiful woman with multiple personality disorder in a constructive manner in the film The 3 Faces of Eve, Bonnie Bartlett. Bonnie Bartlett is 95 years old. He was born on June 20, 1929, in Wisconsin, USA. She is a well-known American actress for more than 6 decades. Now Bonnie Bartlett is 95 years old. She is notable for her versatile performances in television, film, and theater, and earned her respect in Hollywood mainly for her roles in TV drama. Her personal life has been equally of interest to her admirers. She has been married to actor William Daniels since 1951. Examples of long-lasting relationships are very rare in Hollywood, especially work-related partnerships. William Daniels is most widely known for his on-screen portrayal of the character Mr. Feeney on the show Boy Meets World. Apart from acting, Bonnie Bartlett also dedicates her time to countless causes and charitable projects, and her professional and personal life is indeed inspirational, especially for the new generation of actors in the industry, as it teaches all about the values of perseverance, dedication, and a kaleidoscopic arsenal of acting skills. Though she keeps on aging, Bonnie Bartlett continues to be honored for her contributions to the entertainment industry, while remaining an endearing and colorful figure in the Hollywood column. Shirley MacLaine. Nearly in her 90s, Shirley MacLaine was a legend who was nominated 6 times for the Academy Award. Like her career, those nominations have also undergone the effects of time for the better part of the past 6 decades, starting in 1959 for her role in Some Came Running. The final nomination she got for the only acting work for which she won an Oscar was for her performance in the 1984 Terms of Endearment. In 1977, MacLaine began a comeback with the drama The Turning Point, in which she performed the role of a retired ballerina. She won good notice and a 4th Best Actress Oscar nomination. She was also honored with the Women in Film Crystal Award in 1978 to outstanding women who, through their endurance and excellence of work, helped expand the role of women in the entertainment industry. In 1979, she starred alongside Peter Sellers in the satirical film Being There by Hal Ashby. And for her performance, MacLaine, quite deservedly, earned a British Academy Film Award and another nomination for the Golden Globe Award. Alan Alda. Turning to the 90s, Alan Alda is an American actor, a 6-time Emmy Award and Golden Globe Award winner and a 3-time Tony Award nominee. He is best known for playing Captain Benjamin Franklin Hawkeye Pierce in the CBS wartime sitcom Emma's H. He also wrote and directed numerous episodes of the series. In addition to Mass H, he has had a successful career in film and television, appearing in movies such as The 4 Seasons and Crimes and Misdemeanors. Alda was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 2015. He has recently opened up about how life with Parkinson's feels like. Tying shoelaces can be a challenge with stiff fingers. Think of playing the violin while wearing mittens. The silver lining is that I keep getting more confident that I can always find a workaround, he confessed. Norman Lear. Norman Lear just died at 102 years old as an American screenwriter and producer who produced, wrote, created, or developed over 100 shows. Lear created and produced numerous popular 1970s sitcoms, including All in the Family, Maude, Sanford and Son, One Day at a Time, The Jeffersons, and Good Times. His shows introduced political and social themes to the sitcom format. Lear received many awards, including 6 Primetime Emmy Awards, 2 Peabody Awards, the National Medal of Arts in 1999, the Kennedy Center Honors in 2017, and the Golden Globe Carol Burnett Award in 2021. He was a member of the Television Academy Hall of Fame. Lear was known for his political activism and funding of liberal and progressive causes and politicians. In 1980, he founded the advocacy organization People for the American Way to counter the influence of the Christian right in politics, and in the early 2000s, he mounted a tour with a copy of the Declaration of Independence. Billy Dee Williams. Turning 90s of his age, William December Williams was born on April 6, 1937, is an American actor, novelist, and painter. He has appeared in over 100 films and television roles over 6 decades. He is best known for portraying Lando Calrissian in the Star Wars franchise, and has also appeared in critically acclaimed and popular titles such as Mahogany in 1975, Scott Joplin, and Nighthawks in 1981, as Harvey Dent in Batman, and the Lego Batman movie in 2017. He later graduated from the High School of Music and Art then won a painting scholarship to the National Academy of Fine Arts and Design, where he won a Hallgarten Prize for painting in the mid-1950s. As an actor of color in the 50s, Billy Dee Williams had a slow entertainment build-up. Yet, his earlier two-decade frustrations soon ended as the 1970s picked up. The actor finally got his big break in the much-lauded series Brian's Song. From then on, his filmography momentum went crazy. Billie Holidays and Lady Sings in the Blues, which led many to praise him as the next Clark Gable. The breakout star in the blaxploitation genre stepped further, being the first African-American to be cast in the uber-popular Star Wars franchise. The Emmy winner's character Lando appeared in the film's two sequels in the early 80s and, recently, in 2019, The Rise of Skywalker, after 36 years. Julie Andrews. Julie Andrews, born on October 1, 1935 in England, is a legendary actress nearly in her 90s, singer, and author whose career has defined elegance and versatility. Known for her crystal-clear soprano voice and captivating performances, Andrews became an international icon through her roles in timeless classics. Beyond her acting, Andrews is a celebrated author, co-writing children's books with her daughter. Despite a vocal surgery that impacted her singing voice, she remains active and beloved in the entertainment world. At 89, Julie Andrews continues to embody grace, talent, and resilience, leaving an indelible mark on both the golden age of Hollywood and modern cinema. Her legacy as an actress and cultural icon endures, inspiring audiences around the globe. Eric Braeden. The German-American actor is best known for his role as Victor Newman in the long-running American soap opera, The Young and the Restless, which he has portrayed since 1980. Braeden has also appeared in various films and television shows throughout his career, often playing roles that exude authority and intensity. Eric Braeden, although in his 80s now, he has earned numerous accolades for his role as Victor Newman in The Young and the Restless. Notably, he won 3 Daytime Emmy Awards for 1997, 1998, 1999 for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series. He also received the 1992 People's Choice Award for Favorite Male Performer in a Daytime Serial, and won 2 Soap Opera Digest Awards in 1997 and 2001 for Outstanding Leading Actor. These achievements highlight his remarkable talent and enduring popularity in daytime television. In 2024, he revealed that he was cancer-free since receiving the diagnosis the year before. My cancer diagnosis right now is on hold, as it were, and I'm very grateful for very good doctors and very good modern cancer treatment, which has improved enormously, Braeden told ET's Cassie DeLaura during a February visit to the set of his soap opera. People shouldn't be afraid of it, you know. Just go and have your cystoscopy, have your colonoscopy, have your heart checked out. Do all that. Do it in time. Judi Dench. Dame Judi Dench is undoubtedly a highly acclaimed British actress, known for her extensive work in film, television, and theater. She is now in her early 90s. She is widely regarded as one of the greatest actresses of her generation, with numerous awards and honors for her performances, including an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role as Queen Elizabeth Thorne in Shakespeare in Love. Dench has also won several BAFTA Awards, Golden Globe Awards, and a Tony Award. She is particularly well known for her roles in Shakespearean theater and for playing M in the James Bond film series From GoldenEye to Skyfall. Dench has worked with the non-governmental indigenous organization Survival International, campaigning in the defense of the San people of Botswana and the Arhuaco people of Colombia. She made a supporting video saying the San are victims of tyranny, greed, and racism. In addition to her acting career, Dench has been honored with various titles and accolades, including being made a Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire, DBE, in 1988 for her contributions to drama. Even at this age, she shows no signs of leaving show business. The legacy of the golden age of Hollywood shines on through these remarkable stars, who continue to inspire us with their contributions to film and entertainment. Hope you like this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for reading, or